A nigga got worries. A nigga got worries. Yo.
How was your life growing up?
My life growing up,
Hold on. First, excuse me. First, introduce yourself.
uh,
Ask who you are at this time, not who you were named from your mother and father.
okay, so, in my life growing up, I was not an American. I was born in Iran and I came to the United States in 1972.
Mm.
And I had plenty of government names. Government names. I had plenty of names, and we have plenty of family. So a lot of family had different last names,
So,
right?
what do you feel comfortable with calling yourself?
Well, it depends on what side of the family you was in. In our life, we were shuffled around, or this one have. You never know who has you in the family. Then you would make it back to your family house. However, so you never know what family side you in, and when you went to family side, you have their name,
Mm.
right? So like in Vegas, they have Bell's Market. I'm a Bell, just like we have the Jackson side of the family, like the Jackson 5. Yeah,
Mhm.
our other side of the family. I'm a Jackson as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm like a real popular sex queen, phone sex chat line queen. Um, like
Dive into that. What?
escorts. Remember the old escorts and stuff. So what I was getting at is another name. So in on that career, my stage name is Fantasy.
Why do you
Yes,
say that?
because you asked me what
No.
names do
What?
I go
What?
by.
Why do you call your? Why do they call you fantasy?
Fantasy,
How did that get birthed?
fantasy was my ideal. I
Okay.
thought, I'm gonna get in this career in this type of business. I had to find a name. Just say like, you had Vanity. Remember Vanity? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Vanity. She was a really popular. Then you had Apollonia, and right. And so yeah, I became very popular where my gig was so popular and so great that my clients didn't have to have sexual relations with me, or they didn't even have to be in company with me. They could just talk to me.
Okay.
And just I guess my accent or my voice or my charisma was good enough. So therefore, some of my clients were billionaires.
Mm.
Some of my first clients, I hit big. Fantasy hit big in New York, and New York blew Fantasy up. So therefore, I was in other cities, and I would work from my own home. Some work from magazines, from newspapers, their advertisements and numbers, or they work from companies, businesses that come and pick you up, and you go there to have hot girls and stuff like that. So therefore, I work from my cell phone at home.
Mhm.
So I would talk to certain clients all the time in New York and all over the place. And I never knew that it was that serious with me and my clients, Uh, and so for a while, I went offline maybe for about a month or two. This was like maybe in 25 years ago, like the 2000s, early 2000s. And these clients didn't get their phone call that they get. It was like on clockwork every time, same week or same month.
They
And
miss
we
you.
were long distance from each other. They came and found me. I didn't know nothing. Yeah, Neil Strauss, one of my clients, my first client, I hit big. Neil Strauss, Levi's jeans. He owned Levi's jeans. I never called. He found me and bought the whole states I was living in, and yeah, and he played the manager of the office manager of the states.
Mm.
Yeah, and he never seen me in person. He only talked to me on the phone for all that time. So there was many women in the States. He didn't know which one was me. So one day I went and paid the rent. I never seen him, and I wasn't looking at him. I heard him talking and knew it was him. I couldn't handle that. So I never paid rent again. And he shot away from me. I was in another life going through a divorce, and had some newborns, and I was a newlywed. We had newborns, and the dad he was in violation with me with a family member. So we was going through the divorce, and he shot away from me, and he still got the property. And a matter of fact, uh all my possessions is still in my estate there.
So look,
He still owns it.
So how was what is the life of an escort at this time?
A life at an escort. We're here in Vegas. It was that was a very big thing in Las Vegas. All Las Vegas life. It was like prostitution in the United States was against the law. In Vegas, it was no laws. It was legal. A lot of things was legal, like marijuana is legal. Drugs is just pretty much drugs is legal, but they don't want it to let everybody know that and advertise that, they don't think that's fair, right? So anyway, um, yeah, prostitution, they didn't care what you do and how you do it. As even if you're a prostitute, they looked at it as a career, and you get what you're trying to get, and you hit big. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was Vegas Queens. Vegas Queens. That's right. And they got a lot of them here in Vegas now. You can call. They give you cards and flyers, or you can Google it. They'll pick you up in a limo. You can pick the girl you want. We got the Fat Farm where they got all kind of goodies, hot girls, and they may have 100 at the farm, like a mansion that they have, and it's like only people in the membership come, the clients, and you can pick the girl that you want, and then you have your fill of love. And
So like
yeah.
how did the internet online dating affect the hand-to-hand street connoisseurism of the prostitution ring, basically the escort ring?
Well, the escort ring, I mean, it's still around. It's still around, but people don't do it anymore, because it was always a fee. You have to pay a fee. And escort, back in them days, you set a timer, like when you were in school, they set a timer for the test, and then it buzzes. You set a timer. So for like 45 minutes, it may be $1,200. Okay, if you want 45 minutes more, it's another 1,200. Okay, after 45 minutes, you may like your session, and you may want to do it longer. Okay, it's another 1,200. Right. So yeah, that's 1,400. Yeah, in one day. And you can do 5 clients in one day. Right. So,
Rich.
one session, 1,200, 5 clients, you looking at $10,000 in one night. Yeah. Yeah. And I had a escort service best friend, and she was into it back in the late 80s. And yeah, she used to make plenty. And I never got into it. One of my other best friends, she hooked up with her and did it. I didn't get to do it. Yeah.